Okay, now as we have explained briefly what was cost sheet, now cost sheet is a statement prepared at a given interval of time showing the various elements of cost of a product or a service or a job in total as well as per unit of output produced during the period. Costs are shown in analytical and in detail form. It is presented in a columnar form. As we have seen that how direct material, direct labor, direct wages, we added, we get prime cost. Then we have seen factory, A plus B equal to work cost. Those things we have done. Now, those things, if we put it in a format wise, this will be the format of the cost sheet. The format is particulars, then total cost, then the cost per unit. But one more thing you have to remember, the cost per unit column will come when in the question the number of unit produced is given. If the number of unit produced is not given, then the format will be particulars, details, then total. So this is the format: direct material, direct wages, then direct expenses. Adding these three, we will get prime cost. Then add the factory and work overheads. Adding factory overhead with prime cost, we will get work cost. Then we will add the administrative and office overhead. Adding administrative and office overhead with work cost, we will get the cost of production. Then lastly, we will add the selling and distribution overhead. Adding selling and distribution overhead with the cost of production, we will get the total cost or cost of sales. This is one of the example of a cost sheet. We'll read out the question. Opening stock of finished goods, closing stock of finished goods, material purchased during the year, indirect wages, salary to administrative staff, carriage inward, carriage outward, cash discount allowed, bad debts written off, repairs to plant and machinery, repairs to furniture, office rent and taxes, factory rent and taxes, showroom rent and taxes, traveling expenses, salesman salary and commission, depreciation written off, plant and machinery, then furniture, director's fee, electricity charges factory, general charges, fuel for boiler, manager salary, warehouse charges. So from all these overhead and expenses, we have to classify them, which will come under factory overhead, which are the expenses that will come under office and administrative overhead, then which are the expenses that will come under selling and distribution overhead. After we have classified, then we will record those expenses under their respective headings. Say for example, indirect wages. Indirect wages is a factory overhead, so it will be coming under factory overhead. Then showroom rent and taxes. It is relating with what? Selling and distribution. So it will be recorded under selling and distribution expenses. Similarly, we will find out which one will be recorded under which overhead. Now in this question it is given the manager's time is shared between the factory and the office in a ratio of 20:80. From the above details, you are required to prepare a cost sheet. So the manager's salary will be divided in a ratio of 20:80. So 20% of manager's salary will be recorded under factory overhead. 80% of manager's salary will be recorded under office and administrative overhead.